Mail call. Let's see what we got. A box inside a box. We got something from Wicing. Oh, look at this. A little hookaroon. A pickaroon. This would be a pickaroon, small. The second one that they also sent me, very nice to review. Another box, and this is a long-handled version. Let's take these out, try them, see if they do what they're supposed to do. All right, so I've just finished picking up a bunch of firewood, and what I've been doing is trying out this pickaroon and this hookaroon that I was sent. If you're not familiar with these, they're basically just for removing wood, either firewood pieces or big rounds or logs. These are from Wicing. Got a little decal there. And I was sent these to try them out and review them, and so I've been doing that. Shot a bunch of footage yesterday, and a snow squall blew in, kind of ruined all the audio. Boy, the weather really turned on me here. Whew. That is a squall. For those that make a distinction, some people just use hookaroon and pickaroon interchangeably, but for those that make a distinction, generally the pickaroon is a smaller one used for picking up smaller pieces, and I would call this a pickaroon because it's got the short handle. The hookaroon has the same head, but it's on a longer handle. I'll put the handle lengths in text just to make sure I get them right. These have quite a wicked beak on them, and that works really well. And for the hookaroon like this, you would use it to basically drag logs. So you bury it in the log, sink it in the log, and just haul the log out. It just makes it a lot easier to handle. Or you use it for big rounds where you need to get two hands on it. So it's not just logs that you can move with a hookaroon. You can also, if you can lift them, move big rounds. Definitely makes it easier to carry them out. This awkward spot. If you've got a hookaroon to help out. And then the pickaroon you use to pick pieces of firewood off the ground. Yeah. So I'm using the little pickaroon with a short handle to pick up the firewood. Short handle is actually pretty convenient for this. If you have a long handle, it's more work if you're just trying to pick up wood with one hand because it's too far away. So yeah, I've used longer handle pickaroons for this, and it's not really the best. One thing I'll say is this little pickaroon, it's pretty sticky. This is hard, dry wood, so you know, tougher than some wood that you might be picking up. It's not the stickiest. It doesn't have the stickiest hook on it, you know, like that. So it can be hard to pick it up from the side grain. That's, you know, that's good or bad. I mean, the stickier the hook, the more you have to fight it when you want to put a piece down. This is pretty good. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything. I don't think. Just got to get used to it. All right, a couple more pieces. It's good to have something like this. It just saves your back. And yeah, so far they've been very handy, and they've held up just fine. As you'd expect, this is kind of a familiar handle construction for a lot of us now. It's been around for a while. It's fiberglass core, plastic on the outside, and attached with a resin. And yeah, low maintenance, durable. I expect these to last. Definitely lasted so far. Both of them have a rubberized grip that's textured, and that feels pretty good. So that's been nice. I would recommend if you're cutting your own firewood and you want to save your back and just make everything a bit more efficient, I would get both a pickaroon and a hookaroon. This one to move larger pieces, and this one to just pick up the smaller split firewood or smaller rounds. If you're mostly just doing small pieces of firewood, you want something to have around the wood splitter, I would get the pickaroon. It was very nice of Wicing to send these to me, and they definitely came in handy today and yesterday. So yeah, I recommend them. They're great.